Hello everybody, welcome to today's tips and tricks video. Today we're going to be working on the witch role in town of Salem. Now the witch role has two clear goals within the game. The first is to survive at all costs. That is something that you need to have to win the game, and the second is to make sure that the town lose the game. Now this doesn't mean that you have to go against the arsonists or serial killers or the mafia, you just have to make sure that the town lose. And also make sure that you live as well till the end of the game. So how do you make sure you live without incurring the wrath of any of the killing rolls or the town and getting yourself lynched? Well, there are many ways to do that. The first is to stay quiet and just stay in the background and hope that you'll stay alive until the mafia eliminate everybody else. However, this is the most dangerous route you can take, as you will probably get attacked a lot trying to do this, and you won't really know if the town are going to lose. It's not the most productive way to go about things, so you have to use your own ability to get the outcome that you would like. Now you can use your night ability to discern other people's roles. Say you get Jimmy to attack Bob, and then the next day Bob is killed by a serial killer. You'll know that you're in control of the serial killer and you can use him as your own personal puppet. Of course, once you've got Jimmy as your puppet, you can start eliminating the rest of the town. Or mafia if you wish. You only need to win with the town losing, so you can side with an arsonist, a serial killer, or the mafia, which in my opinion is the best way to go about it, as the mafia have fewer numbers and can help to lynch out the serial killer and the arsonist, and you won't have any of the danger of being attacked by the serial killer. However, if you're in control of him, then that's fine. Or the arsonist burning you if he manages to douse you before you find him. That's something that you've got to make sure to do as witch. You've got to kill the arsonist before he sets you on fire or you're dead. That's the same with all roles, but I think it's specifically important here. Another good thing is that you can use, say, the serial killer to try and find out who the Godfather is. Basically target him at people, and if they're immune, then they're the Godfather. Or if there's an executioner or an arsonist in the game, you know who they are and you can get them lynched just as easy to save yourself. The thing is, you have to use the knowledge of other people's roles to your advantage. Say you've got a hold of a vigilante, then you use them to shoot other people. You can use that to shoot another townie and get rid of the vigilante at the same time, which is a win-win for the witch, as all the town rolls have to die. Say you've got a hold of the Godfather, you can use him to attack somebody else, and then whisper him the next day, and organise an alliance between the mafia and the witch. That way they get more voting power, and you can make sure that they don't attack you every night, by force if necessary. Obviously, then they won't vote you out because you're helping them. Obviously you need to be wary of the town members, as they will try and kill you in any manner possible. Jailers and vigilantes will probably target you if you were to reveal you're a witch, or if you found out to be a witch. Now this is a problem because while you're in jail, you can't actually control anybody, which means that you're primed for the jailer to kill you, and you've lost an investigative night as a witch. So you can, if you want, choose to say you are something else while you're in jail, or you can just try and keep quiet and hopefully he won't execute you. But you don't want to attract the attention of the jailer, so keeping a low profile in day chat is a good idea. Vigilantes shoot you, you're dead unless you're controlling them, so you don't want to attract their attention either. You don't want any of these solo acts coming after you, so keeping a low cover is a good idea too. One of my favourite things is to get hold of a blackmailer and make him blackmail himself, and then whisper him with an alliance opportunity saying, well, you can thank me for the achievement later, because there is an achievement for blackmailing yourself. So say that kindness is what you were trying to do, and you'll organise be with the mafia and help you do that. One of the greatest perks of being a witch is that you share the neutral evil role of the jester. So, if things go bad at the lynching podium, you can fake Jester quite easily, as it's the same role as you if somebody's picked random neutral evil. So that's good. That's a good way to go about things. Obviously, look back to my Jester video to find tips on doing that, as you can reverse some of the tips and tricks from there and use them to your advantage. Next, always be wary of people who are mouthing off too much. People who are too aggressive. People who are, say, yelling, "Come at me, bro," or "You can't kill me." These are veterans. You don't want to go near a veteran. If you try to control them, you will be shot. This is something you really don't want, so I would advise you stay away from people who are too noisy. Again, I can't stress enough that the witch's worst attribute is her lack of immunity. You can be killed just like anybody else, either at night or at day, so please be careful, stay under the radar, and do not try to antagonise people. Antagonising is the worst form of getting yourself killed, as people will just attack you. Do not swear, do not say that somebody's mother cooked them pancakes and they were yummy, I don't know, but just don't antagonise people. This is not a role you want to do that in. Something I've personally found is a good thing to do is if you know who the Godfather is and you get him to attack another Mafia member, whisper him and say, "You do what I say or I will kill the rest of your family," because he will think that you know who they are and you can gain complete control of the Mafia through this. Now, if they have a consort with them, do not attempt this. The consort will stop you from using your act and the Godfather will kill you. But threatening the Mafia is generally a way to manage to do it. If you gain control of the Godfather, tell him to shut up, do not say who you are, otherwise you'll have him kill his friend, and then you'll out him in chat. It's a way to do it, but if the Mafia's being awkward and saying, "Oh, we don't want a witch, we want to kill her." However, it works, so that's an idea for you guys. Something I always take into mind as a witch is, in votes, it's always good to abstain if you don't know what their role is. If people are just acting on a whim, abstain, because you don't want to kill killing roles that could help you in your endeavour to kill the entire town, nor do you want people to think that you are against them. It's not really something you want. Gaining attention as a witch is bad. The final thing I wanted to talk about is knowing about healing roles. If you know who a doctor is, make them target you. Use their healing to your advantage. You can't be killed at night. You will regain the immunity that this class lacks, and effectively make sure that you don't die at night. Same with bodyguards. They will help you. You will gain immediate immunity. How you know these classes are, you'll have to determine in chat, I'm afraid, because there's no way to actually determine whether they are unless you make them target you. And unfortunately, this is a bad idea, because if they turn out to be a serial killer, which an investigator will say doctor or serial killer when they have a look at them, then you'll kill yourself, which is no good for anybody. Okay, I think I've covered the majority of things I wanted to talk to you about today. Hope you're all doing well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.